Hey everybody, this is Theorel. Uh, you can find me on the Discord answering rules questions or doing the Card Text podcast with Bob and Scott, or here on YouTube doing these Marvel Champions videos, doing playthrough videos, and in this series, playthrough videos, or my other series of what if videos where I explore some different possibilities. I've been exploring what if the precons were more like the core set, and I'll be looking into some what if some villains were better balanced. Soon I'll be looking at Hulk and Strange, considering some possibilities for them, and etc. So, if you're interested in that kind of thing, please watch those videos. Otherwise, feel free to stick over here. I'll keep making these videos of custom decks against the various scenarios in the game. So, although we are almost through here, this is Vision, second to last hero. Next week I will play Star-Lord, which will finish off having played every hero at least once and every scenario at least once, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do from there. So this is a Vision deck. I kind of just threw it together. I know I wanted to play him Justice, and Lay Down the Law is good because he can flip Intangible or Dense and play Lay Down the Law. Sense of Justice is great because he can use it on his abilities. Deft Focus is nice for his superpowers. And then I just threw in some other stuff. So Overwatch, new hotness, I thought would be interesting to try out here. Counterintelligence with Agent Coulson, because that's always great. Wiccan's a good ally. Daredevil's a good ally. Wraith's good. Target acquired, also for Coulson, and also because Venom builds up that stack of boost cards, and it's nice to be able to cancel them. May not do that. We'll see. Blades, great. Ally, reboot for lots of ready effects because we can do that kind of thing. And that's pretty much the deck. Turn the Tide because it's, good. So we'll see how this goes. Power of Justice might be overkill, but what are you going to do? Just a little bit. Alright, we still don't know quite the rules on Vision's setup. So he puts his mass form into play Intangible side up. I know you're only supposed to get 5 cards on the first turn, but I don't play him that way because I think it's dumb. So I just play him with 6 cards. If you don't like it, well, too bad. Alright. So we've got Venom, playing him with the symbiote strength is required, standard, expert, and the modular encounter set, I chose a random one. It was Personal Nightmare, so I guess we'll be seeing Ultron this game. Although not its environment. I don't know. That's going to be weird. Right. 1 whole scheme, 10 threat, and we lose. Fortunately, I don't have to worry too much about it. Alright. So mass increase is cool, but what we need is damage because we want to knock this out. Oh, I guess threat works too. So we can knock 4 threat off of that. That's pretty good. We can do 2. We need a little bit more though, because we could attack for 2 or thwart for 2. Deft Focus is of course great. I think we're just gonna. Overwatch is actually interesting here. Probably can't play all of these cards that I would want to play. I'm curious if I can kill this turn 1. It's always a bit of a pain to do. It seems unlikely that I will be successful. Let's not Overwatch. Alright. Oh, right, he's tough. Yeah, so that's why that doesn't work. So if we spent 3 on Wraith and 1 on Lay Down the Law, then we run out of cards. Oh, when we go to Dense form, we get extra card. Okay, well, we can't quite clear it, though. That's 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Any way you slice it. I've got 7 thwart here. we're going to flip to hero form, and then we're going to flip to dense form and draw a card. Well, that's entertaining. Oh, sorry. When I switch to dense form, I had to draw a card, and then as a response, I would like to play lay down the law. So I have to make some decisions here. I could just lay down the law with not spending a mental. It still knocks off 3 threat. That's fine. I can deal 5 threat. And get out of Edger's Mansion. And that seems like just a strong early game play, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Watch me get caught off guard. I guess I can kill that focus if I get caught off guard. What do we get? Hey, it's a solar beam. Cool. Def focus, and we're just going to go ahead and thwart for 2. That knocks it down to 3. Actually, given where that is, I think I'm just going to knock off his tough status, because that's an annoying thing to have. Alright. 5 card hand. Interesting. Alright, 1 threat. Venom attacks me. That's fine. Fine in all the ways. Yep. I take 4 damage. And I get a single encounter card. Venom attacks me again. If this is an attack, it gets +2. So he hits me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was painful. Not ideal. Alright, I draw a card. Sorry, I'm supposed to have another encounter card. What's this one? Now we're angry. Okay, he has two counters on that. So you're saying I gotta hit him. Twice. Alright, so Def Focus can pay for Solar Beam with 1 other card. Something like that. Well. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So, now I use Avengers Mansion, draw a card. It's my cape. So I could go 1, 2, 3 for Solar Beam. Hits him for 7. Darn. Yeah, Turn the Tide's going to be kind of hard to use. Probably wasn't a good include. Just seeing if I can get a free attack off that. I don't think I can. So friends have probably got to attack him again, which is kind of annoying. I'll have Blade available to block for me as long as he doesn't get overkill. Of course, it's still going to take bad things, but kind of have to do this. I need to hit this. And that's about my only option. I mean, okay, I could play Blade. And he could thwart. For 1. Okay. And then I can thwart for 2. That clears this. I play Turn the Tide. No, see, but then I'm not ready. So I can't punch him. And I If I punch him and knock 2 off of this, then I need 3 more thwart, which I can't get in hero form. And I can't attack him in alter ego form, or in intangible form. Being intangible with Blade out is probably enough protection that I'll be okay. So it's really just a matter of managing this. Alright. I believe this is basically what I have to do. So we're going to Solar Beam him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Knocks that. Takes one of those. Deals me a boost card. We're going to play Blade. Maybe I just clear this main scheme and go alter ego. Blade's going to punch him for 2. I get another boost card. And clear this. Yeah, there's no way. I go intangible, I thwart for 2. Okay, well, I'll be in better position next turn, so let's hope we don't die. Alright, Venom attacks me with 3 boost cards. Blade blocks this and takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I take indirect damage equal to his cost, which is not damage from an attack, so I actually do take 1 indirect damage. Ow. I get a single encounter card. Darn! Actually, I guess I'm not quite dead yet, but I am already hero form, so he attacks me with an extra boost card. I'm probably dead. This is probably it for vision. Yep. Not 0 boosts. So that will finish me off. Well, I guess playing Avengers Mansion didn't work out for me. That was helpful. Interestingly, I think I would have lost if I'd gone alter ego also, because yeah, I don't know, he would have schemed for 6 and then he would have attacked me, and then I guess Blade could have blocked that one. Well, let's fix this up. So that was just bad. Noticing how terrible Turn the Tide is, I'm debating just throwing in Making an Entrance for it. I was kind of considering that before I built the deck. And we'll just count on Solar Beams for damage and Super Dense Strike. I think we'll be okay. On the damage side, and with Overwatch we get some interesting options, so yeah. We will not Turn the Tide. We'll try Making an Entrance. I'm sure there's a much better vision deck I could build. Alright. That's 2. He has 18. And we start with Tooth and Nail. And he starts out tough. Alright. That's already a much better start. Right there, that can kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, but I don't have enough resources. Oh, 5, because I flipped to dense form. So I actually have enough resources to even play it. If I get a double resource, I can play Overwatch. And just can't play the main scheme. So that's fine. Hey, I got a double resource anyways. Well, that's interesting. I think I'm just going to hold a card. I just have to decide what card. None of those are build cards. So I flip, I draw a card. I mean, these are build cards, just not... Well, now I could just heroic intuition. And Vision's Cape, I guess? With Super Dense Strike? Alright. So Super Dense Strike is nice. We deal 5 damage with Piercing. And I get a boost card. And then I can play Heroic Intuition. And I can just thwart. For 3. Boom. Done. Sure, I'll just play Vision's Cape. It's not like an amazing card, but it's not a bad card. I retaliate 1. Cool. Wow. Build city. Alright, Vision attacks me. With 2 boosts. I can take a single attack with 2 boosts, so I do that. And he does 2 damage. Single encounter card. Well, that's unfortunate. Under fire. Analysis paralysis. Gives us 1 threat. Search the encounter deck discard pile. Set aside area for my Nemesis side scheme. Reveal it. And put X extra threat there. 1, 2, 3. When revealed, search the encounter deck discard pile and set aside area for Ultron drones and put it into play. And get a drone minion. Okay. Note, Ultron drones exist. And I have a drone minion. And I'm caught off guard by Cape. Never fails. Alright. On the plus side, I can just thwart and build. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to flip to intangible and lay down the law. Boom. No amplify. I'm also going to play the solar gem, and then I'm going to thwart that guy for 3. So that's all dealt with. And next turn I'm going to need to deal with that main scheme. I may need to go alter ego. We'll see. 1 threat. Venom attacks me for 2. Remove 2 chime counters to Mandela Tower. If it's on its quiet side, take 1 damage. 1 damage. He does 2, but I take... reduce it by 2. I take 1 from him, reduced by 2. He attacks me again for 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, I would like to recover a bit. And it's not really that hard to do. yeah, I think we're going to flip to dense form, and we're going to lay down the law. 0 threat on the main scheme. We're going to attack this guy for 2. There goes Blade. We're going to stick Overwatch on the main scheme, because then we can use that later. Oh, I was supposed to draw a card when I flipped to dense form. Man, all my solar beams. Well, I can reboot to stand up, which is very good. I don't really want him to scheme with 2 boosts, but both the advances are gone, so it's not that dangerous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It could go badly, but I think it's probably worth it to do 1, 2, 3 for 7 damage with a boost card. And then flip Alter Ego and recover for 5. Because while in dense form, I get +2 recovery. I do, however, only get a 5-card hand size. So that's kind of annoying. 1 threat. Venom schemes with both boosts. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. 3. 1, 2, 3. I take 1 damage. Single encounter card. He gets an extra boost card. And Shadow the Past. So Ultron enters play. He's tough. And I have a super dense strike, so that's super useful. And these 2 cards get shuffled in, but since my side scheme was not set aside, this doesn't put that into play. And it doesn't search because that's only on the Nemesis minion, not the side scheme. Cool. Not too bad. Flip to hero form. And go ahead and lay down the law. Four. Maybe I didn't want to do that. 2 for super dense strike. Knocks off his tough. Deals 5. Yeah, it's all kind of the same, huh? Deal 2. Flip to intangible. Hold Wiccan. I don't need this passing through though. Alright, 1 threat. He punches me for 1, 2, 0, and 0. So reduced by 2, and then those 2 attack me, both reduced by 2. When revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside for my Nemesis minion. Hey, it's Ultron. He's back. He's got a grudge. And he's tough. Again. Okay. So density control. And then I've got 2 for that, and I've got 2 for Wiccan, so that'll be useful. Kill him without problem, but I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble with these guys. But I still think it's necessary, so we're gonna do that. I really don't need it to work. Alright, flip to dense form. Grab super dense strike again. is unfortunately not a thwart. Discard this. Pay 2 for Super Dense Strike to deal 5 damage to Ultron. If I was playing that aggression deck that wanted all the minions out, this would be like great. I'd just sit in Alter Ego and draw 15 billion cards. That'd be cool. So Wiccan cannot reliably kill these guys, so he's just gonna thwart for 1 and see what he gets. It's a 1 boost. I do 2 damage, so that's what Ultron needs to be dead again. Alright. Well, that'll take care of them. That focus finally. Alright, 1 threat, and I'm attacked for 4. I take 4 damage from those 2 guys. I got a single encounter card. And he is angry. That's what hurt me last time. I could really use that not being the card that came out. Could you scheme? Could you get a side scheme? These are the things I can deal with. The things you're giving me are things I cannot deal with. Alright, I punched this Enraged Symbiote. That's not a problem. I reboot, which heals me 1 damage and readies me, and then I punch. Well, I don't know. Do I want to punch this Enraged Symbiote? Hold on. Let's use Wiccan. He's going to thwart this and get a 0 boost. Okay. Yes, I do want to punch this Enraged Symbiote then. Which means I'm not clearing this. We are angry. That's maybe okay. Maybe I just go Alter Ego here. Again, in dense form. I guess I could have played Coulson. I still could. No, 1, 2, 3, that's Coulson. Gets me back target acquired. That doesn't do me any good. I really need this def focus. I'll hang on to Coulson for a turn, why not? I'm gonna flip, and I'm gonna flip into I'm gonna flip to intangible, then I'm gonna flip to Alter Ego, because I would like to get extra cards. Recovering 3 is fine. Especially with reboot. Alright, 1 threat. Venom schemes for 2. Sometime I need to start ringing this bell tower. I get 2 encounter cards. The first one is a master plan. What does your master plan look like, Mr. Venom? Looks like you're lashing out. And another Enraged Symbiote. Okay, cool. I mean, just not what I want to see. I'm going to recover, because I really need to recover. Then I'm going to... Oh, interestingly, I could reboot and recover again. That is interesting. Not convinced it's what I want to do. I'm not convinced I want to flip Venom. Let's see. Three. No, it's not. Thwarting. I need my thwart cards right now. Okay, let's see. If I play Coulson with Solar Gem, it is a superpower though. So, oh no, I don't have a thing in my discard pile. Darn it, Coulson. You're too expensive. Well, I guess Wiccan could thwart it. So I could do 3, 4, and I could Super Dense Strike Venom. Knock off 5. I guess I'm going to have to flip him. Shoot, what happens when I flip him? I get 2 face down boost cards. Maybe I just get the bell tower ringing. That might be more efficient. 3 threats, not even a problem. So why don't we do that instead? Right, I'm going to play Vivian. And she's going to thwart for 3. I feel like I took this whole, this whole pass through my deck. First pass through my deck I spent trying to get built up. Oh, but I need the resources. No, that's fine. Yeah, I spend 1 for reboot. Readies me, heals me, I recover for 3. Because I don't really need to thwart anything. That's fine. Oh. I'm going to get hit by him. That's fine. I flip to hero form. I flip to dense form. I draw a card. One, 2. Super dense strike. I hit him for 5, which flips this. And then Solar Gem will play density control, so I can do some density management. And I just need to decide if I want to use Wiccan. I'm already going to block 5 damage from him, which will pretty much keep me going. I think I'm going to go ahead and use Wiccan. So I'm going to remove 1 threat from here. Oh, I could punch him. Sure. Maybe? No. Thor for 1. Get an encounter card. It's a 0 boost. Of course it is. Deals 0 damage to Venom. Does it increase to 1? I don't think that's how it works. Sorry. Alright, we got nothing. 5 card hand. 2 threat because of the acceleration. Oh, I did thwart that for 3. I could have thwarted this for 3 for Overwatch. Do I want to hold it? Yeah, I'll hold it. I can thwart for more than 3. Alright, Venom attacks me for 3 plus a boost. 4 damage. Knocks that down to 1. That guy attacks me for 2. I get a single encounter card. Attach to the lowest ally I control with the lowest cost. Okay, Vivian. Apparently, your mind has been manipulated. And you are now my enemy. Okay. Solar Beam is just 7 damage, huh? Or 5 threat. Oh, right, but I'm not going to be removing more than 3 threat. I should have used Overwatch. I didn't think about the fact that that's never going to have the level of threat that I need it to have. What I would really like is a nice little AoE attack, but I don't have that. So instead, I just gotta kill these things the old-fashioned way, which is annoying. Shoot. I didn't thwart it. My ally thwarted it. But I think patrol would have stopped that also. That works out actually in my favor, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, I guess Vivian needed to do something else. She could have thwarted the main scheme, the side scheme, instead of the main scheme. All right, guess that's how that happened. That's probably a more intelligent way to do that, anyways. So, thanks, Venom. Yeah. So let's see. Four? Sure. One. Or do I just want to play Wraith? I can leave Vivian out for a turn. 2, 3, 4 gets me Avengers Mansion, which draws me a card. Cool. I flipped up. Not alter ego. Sorry. I flipped to intangible. And then 1, 2, 3 plays a solar beam. Thwarts that for 5. And then I do use Overwatch now to thwart this also for 5. So that it'd be gone. Alright. Let's have a forced response. Not a hero action, huh? Okay, well, I'm gonna take a hit, which is gonna suck. But maybe I can finally punch him. No, I got all my thwarting stuff, of course. I don't really know what I'm doing. I need to kill this guy. Alright, he hits me for 3 plus a boost. I am stunned. Can I get my cape back? This goes to 0. Flips back to quiet side. Vivian attacks me for 0. Single encounter card. Put the top 2 cards in my deck. Engage with me as drone minions. Thanks, Ultron. Yes. AoE. AoE is what I need. So badly. So badly. Alright, Avengers Mansion draws me a card. Thwarting I can do. Even attacking I can do. Like, big attacking. It's the little attacking I can't do. I need to do 1 damage to each of these minions. And that is not something that I excel at. I could flip. I could pull back 2 of those thingies. Clear my stunned. Do some damage. But it's not really a whole lot. And it's kind of annoying. I could get this ringing loudly, though. Which might be worth it. For the 1. I really need reboot. Like, or an ally would be great. But I can only get vision events. So that's, you know, super dense strike or solar beam. Well, I pretty much have to do this. And we'll spend that to grab a solar beam. And I guess we're just going to grab a super dense strike. This is so dumb. But it's not like I'm lacking in resources. We're going to super dense strike one of these drones. Hey, it's my cape. That would have been useful. Oh, sorry, I had to clear my stun status. We're going to solar beam, I guess, Vivian. because it's good to get her back. I'll drop another Overwatch on this because that's a useful thing to have. And I'll play target acquired. And then I'm just going to go Aldrigo. It's fine. He can scheme. One threat. Vision schemes for 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 from my drone. And then he wants to guard the bell tower. Cool. That's handy. I didn't really want to be dense when I went Aldrigo, but that's okay. I'm going to draw a card. Yes, that seems like that could potentially be useful. So we're going to hang on to that. Hero action or hero response, which is not what this has. It has a forced response. So I cannot remove it. Alright. So we're going to spend 1 for Hickory Branch. And then we're going to pull back Vivian. Into my hand. Okay, we can make an entrance. We can play Vivian. Vivian can kill the drone, so that's nice. One, two, Vivian. 1 making an entrance, yeah. Okay. So we're going to flip to hero form. And we're going to flip intangible. We're going to just passing through. And Overwatch to clear. Oh, sorry. I missed that had happened. Clear the bell tower. We're going to spend 2 to play Vivian. She's going to kill my drone. And then we're going to thwart. And we're going to spend 1 to be making an entrance. To thwart this to 0. And then since I thwarted it to 0, I heal 2. Okay. Alright, we got our solar beam back. Got blade. We'll see if we can do anything. Okay, I take a hit 3. Yeah, I don't want that. How about no? I don't want to deal a damage to every character I control. I take 1 damage, plus 2 more. Under fire again? Master plan? Seriously? And a drone. And advance, so he schemes for 1, 2. Okay. Well, I think we're going to def focus for just passing through. Knocks 3 threat off that scheme. Alright, I've got a strong control position right now. Did I want to do that? Yeah, I think I did. As a matter of fact. I'm just not getting to the point where I can win. Alright, flip. We're going to sense of justice, lay down the law. And I know part of that's because I just am not, like, pursuing killing Venom. punch this minion. Alright, 3. We're gonna solar beam vision. We're gonna solar beam this guy. Boom, 7 damage. So this is ringing. He takes 1 extra damage from each source of damage. Now I could hit him with reboot, or I could play Blade and Blade could hit him. Blade hits him for 3, knocks off one of these, gives me a boost card. Vivian's gonna go ahead and hit him too. For 4, knocks off this, gives me a boost card. Two extra boost cards. He has 20 hit points. Alright. Maybe we can do something. Maybe. This is going to be tough. Alright. He hits me for 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boosts. I'm going to let Blade block this. 2 boosts. Piercing. I take 1 indirect damage. And Blade's gone. 2 encounter cards. First one is Analysis Paralysis. Search everything? Yeah, everything. For that stupid side scheme. This is very interesting. Remove 2 chime counters and a threat from the main scheme. Okay, cool. I draw a card. This works. I can do that with that and this to make an entrance. Remove 4 threat from that scheme. Overwatch it to remove 3 threat from that scheme. And I took out a scheme, so I gained 2 health. I spent 3 to solar beam. Vision for or Venom for 8, which gives me 1 boost card. Then I think I play Density Control, and I should be able to kill him next turn. And I go Intangible. There should really be an intangible defense. I don't know why there's not. It's kind of weird. Alright, he attacks me with double boost. For 1, 2, 3, 4. So this reduces that by 2, so it's only 2. And I believe that takes it before that. And then he hits me for 1, which does nothing. Shadow of the Past at this point just surges. Biting Retort, he attacks me again for 3, 4, 5. Okay, reduced by 2 is 3. So that does flip this back, and I take 1 point of damage. But that's basically the game. Sorry. Keep flipping the wrong card. I flip that and draw a card. I exhaust that and draw a card. I spend Density Control to pull back the big hit of Solar Beam. And then for 3, I play Solar Beam for 7. And then for 2, Super Dense Strike for 5. Boom. That's the win. Punch my drone. I get him football. There you go. And take replenish. Lane. Back for Vivian. Vivian, come back to me. And spend 2 for her. Oh, I should have thwarted. And then she kills Dominion. Yay. I could have just passing through to thwart. I had all kinds of things I could do. Alright. Anyways. Phew. Second game's a win. First game was a loss. Maybe shows I'm not great with Venom. Maybe shows that first game was a fluke. Maybe shows I should not have included Turn the Tide. But anyways, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Leave comments to say how you think things should go in the future. Whatever feedback you have. And yeah, I guess as a retrospective, I like Vision well enough. He's fine. It's not like he's not terrible, but he's a little clunky, as so much of Wave 4 was. And that's just unfortunate, because I like Vision as a character. He's one of my favorite heroes, but as a Marvel Champions deck, I don't know. He's fine. Wish I could do more with him. I think there's just a lot that he doesn't quite achieve in terms of his mechanics. Kitty Pryde seems to have much more interesting mechanics associated with the mass form. I feel a little bit like Vision got cheated out of it for Kitty Pryde. Like, they were like, what can we do with phasing? And in much the way that Ant-Man, I think, got a little bit more of an interesting kit than Wasp, I think Kitty Pryde got the more interesting kit over Vision, or at least the smoother kit. I'd say maybe not more interesting, but smoother. Like, things just work. With Ant-Man, it works. You're flipping sizes all over the place, drawing cards, doing stuff. It works, right? Wasp is fine, but like the design of the kit is that she apparently is that she spreads everything out in giant form to queue things up, so that when she goes tiny form and finishes them all off and does all this damage to the villain, which is like an idea that doesn't comport with the actual way the game's played, where you deal with things. You don't just leave them out there for turn after turn while you queue them up to kill them all at once. Besides which, if that was the way they wanted it to work, she needs AoE in the tiny set, and when she's tiny, so that she can do that. But they don't give her AoE abilities as tiny, and so it just doesn't work. Like, she doesn't achieve that goal. Instead, she's just got this weird thing where she's pretty much giant all the time because she's got better stats. And yeah, you go tiny so that you can pinpoint strike, but that's about it. And it's weird. Like, it's just, she's not as clunky as Vision, but she's just, her form changing doesn't quite work. And Vision, same kind of thing. Like, it seems like there's this interesting idea that, oh, hey, he thwarts when he's intangible and he attacks when he's dense, and he can't attack when he's intangible because he's intangible, but he just reduces damage by 2, and he can't defend. And since he can't defend and he's reducing damage by 2, he gets weird. Like, it's actually way easier to die while intangible. And you can't fight back. And there might be interesting things you could do with it if you could reliably get by without attacking. And I mean, Bring It On deck is kind of an interesting way of playing him, but all in all, it's like it doesn't quite come together. Intangible's not good enough at blocking, and you can just sit in it, but you can't do anything. And I don't know. It's just a little wonky.
I think like the flow like water idea, where he would do damage by playing defense events, and if he could defend, then he could play his defense events and deal damage while being intangible by kind of making people hurt themselves, is kind of an interesting idea of what that could be. It's like with Wasp. There's interesting ideas here. It's not that there's nothing, no redeeming factors. And I mean, he's fine. He's strong enough, but he just doesn't flow. He doesn't build to an interesting point. He's not got something really going for him. It's mostly just like you have to flip forms because you draw a card when you flip to dense. So you need to be intangible so that you can flip back to dense. I never flip intangible because I want to get what's in intangible, except for bring it on. Like other than that, intangible is just a like shackle. I guess sometimes you want to thwart, and his thwarting abilities are stronger. So playing Justice, of course, messes with that. But it's not like I'm turning intangible because I want what intangible has to offer me. It's like I'm turning intangible because I have to. Just buzzing through could have let me thwart over the patrol keyword. I have run into the patrol keyword a few times, so the fact that Kitty can surpass it when she's intangible, but Vision can't. Being intangible is just like it's like here's the worst restriction in the game and a minor bonus. And being dense is like, oh, you get normal stats. Draw a card. It's the same in Alter Ego. Like, he gets normal stats. 6 hand size normal. 5 recovery. That's kind of normal, too. It's not like he has some amazing bonus. It's just you get your stats to be normal. His cards aren't pushed. It's just the fact is 2/2/2 stats is good enough. 7 damage, 5 thwart, 3 cost card, good enough. Wild resource is good enough. It's like everything's just good enough. Vivian's great. But why am I playing Vision if I want to play Vivian? I mean, make Vivian. Vivian could be really cool. Maybe they can redeem the Vision design with Vivian. I mean, they are kind of easy to do it with Kitty Pryde. It's better with Kitty Pryde. But maybe Vivian can do something cool in the way that Spectrum kind of did something cool and different that was still Ant-Man-ish. So, anyways, there's my thoughts on Vision. If you wanted to hear them, which maybe you did. And other than that, I'll leave you alone now. See you next time.